Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are with a today's surprise multi-class stream. I didn't expect to be here. I thought I was going to be away for 3 weeks already. But here we are. I do see I quickly need to restart my game because we have that little cursor in the middle that is not showing on the stream. But in fact, I will just it's not showing on the stream, so I will not be restarting the stream. I will just deal with that little cursor indicator in the middle of my screen. But welcome, Maarten. Welcome. Good evening, Viper. Great to have a stream indeed. I was totally expecting to be away for 3 weeks already, and we just managed to get a multi-class stream in last minute. I might be here tomorrow, I might not be here. Tomorrow is a real guess, and Wednesday is a definite I'm gonna be away. But yes, here we are for a multi-class, as we see Endem really pushing on the outlet. I did see a 216 low in practice. I have been spying a little bit, but we have, of course, going through the grid, as we're gonna be going on board with Mr. Maarten for a through the grid talk. We have, of course, Maarten. We have Fabian, more the code. We have Mr. Endem, Sisuk, Viper. We've got Mr. T Fixer, and then we have Respect Papi again. We have Roydy, Turbo ENT, Manguela Cervera. You see, every time I say that name, I'm becoming more Spanish and Spanish, ladies and gentlemen. Or Chilean. I might be a Chilean. I might need to learn some Spanish from a couple of the Spanish guys in XCL. We have A. Ronda, Marvinelli, Zolox, Bruce Twar, Setnet, of course, and then Saber, LSX Cole, Mark Jordan. All pretty well known names, everybody. We've got Simracer, Vic Hedge, Caveo. We have Stubstenout, who I still need to, or I did apologize already for the Brands Hatch race, but I'll do it on the broadcast as well. We had a little incident last lap in turn 2 Brands Hatch, so Stubstenout, I'm still very sorry about our little touch fighting for that P4. We have, of course, Mensa Croder, Harshed Web, Mr. Kipu, and Awesome Prawn as always. Then we have the Mr. Broadcaster, who's not important, Brewster, Sharp, Johnny Sharp, Disorderly, of course, Tom Leclerc, Mickey Ziolo, El Criso, Dante Shiva, Dead Drop, Threat Racer, Tim Blige, Mr. Tim, probably watching the stream as well. And then Manbarav, Pamuknai, ER Damika, and Matthew. That's the whole grid, everybody. But very busy grid. I did see. Good evening, Andret. Good evening. Is Andret a different name for Endem, or are we mistaken? But we do have, of course, a couple of new rules that I saw on the Discord. We have, if you're stuck behind, it's Endem. Yes, couldn't be missing that, Endem. Couldn't be missing that. It's almost the same, of course. But as I was saying, the different rules. If you get qualifying done behind a GT4 car, I believe the GT3 cars must be starting from the pit lane. So if you're not able to out qualify a GT4, or if you get stuck with a couple of bad laps, then in my understanding you will be starting from the pit lane with a faster car. So we're gonna be keeping an eye on that, and I'm not a steward, but it will be good to be commentating about it. I am gonna shut up for a moment though, get myself a little drink, as we see Tom Leclerc going 2:19.9. And as I'm saying that, we see LSX Cole. So we're gonna be going on board with LSX Cole to give me a little breather and just see a lap of Spa. That's Tom Leclerc coming over the start finish line, and he's also done with his free practice of today. But at the moment we have LSX Cole with 1 minute to go it in P1 with a 2:18. Of course we've seen Endem do a 2:16 in practice before reset already, and we have seen a couple of guys getting close to that. I am very curious. I believe Endem is the only XCL driver in here at the moment, exclusive driver. We have Will Friedman, I see now. Will Friedman. I will be trying to ask Will Friedman on the broadcast. I don't know if he's on the broadcast, and otherwise I'm gonna be asking it at his own YouTube. I won't be pulling up his YouTube. That's something for after the race, or if he just says it himself. We're not gonna be pulling up someone's stream without them giving us the go-ahead or saying something about it. So Will Friedman, if you're watching, I wish you a very good race. Don't try and do a drive-through this time if you're gonna be starting from the last. But it might be fun to see you and them fighting in the front, or maybe we can persuade them to do a back from the grid start with you. As I do see Mr. Nightstalk also joined. Good evening, Scotty. Welcome to today's surprise multi-class stream. We're gonna be taking a look at the front of the grid. I'm gonna be expecting, I won't say expecting, but I think Maarten is always pretty fast, and Maarten might be the first guy in the pit lane. But we're gonna have to choose, ladies and gentlemen. What do we wanna? If I'm gonna ask the viewers, do we wanna see the first warm-up and first hot lap of the GT4s, or do we want to see the GT3s first? Patrick, what was your GT3 will qualify first? All right. Then we're just gonna be going with the fastest or first GT3 guy. I think we see here, if I'm not mistaken, a Porsche of, if he's in the game. If he is in the game, Patrick, I think you need to check your safety rating. Some people got booted out of the sign-up list because their safety rating was too low. So if you just joined this community, I think that's the reason why you can't join. If you're in the Discord, Patrick, you should be asking in the Discord to an event manager what happened.
Green light. Go, go, go.
And there goes Endam, ladies and gentlemen. Endam is gonna get his warm-up lap and his first qualifying lap on the stream. You need 5.0 safety rating, Patrick. And if you just joined XCL today or this week, and you might have not done 4 to 5 races yet, I think your safety rating isn't high enough yet. So a event manager might have gotten you out of the race. You have 22 safety rating? I think that's not possible, Mr. Patrick. Yeah, it's in game, but you need an XCL safety rating of. I'm gonna check it for you. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the website as we see Endem still in his warm-up lap. Is your Twitch name the same as your XCL name? Thank you, Stand for Justice. Thank you for helping out. Hello, good evening, Tim. Good evening, and Mr. Mano, Mr. Marvinelli. And we're going on board, ladies and gentlemen, with Endem for his first hot lap of today, having done the first corner. Me looking at the Twitch chat with Patrick. So, Au Rouge Radion for Endem, and I will be shutting up to listen to that beast of a car, the Mustang. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Simstick Racing. Thank you. Damn, Doug Boss. Doug Boss, don't be asking those questions on the stream, man. Slide in my DM. Everything good on this side. I hope everything is well in Scotland. I hope everything is well in Ireland and in Australia, of course. As we're on board with Endem. Mr. Zerol, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are here at Spa today for 60 minutes of multiclass GT4s versus GT3s, and of course we do not have the capabilities of showing special grids like on PC. I have been watching a couple of streams and I did get recommended a couple of streams, but we do need to find something, ladies and gentlemen, to be looking at a sort of a grid overlay, we need something extra, and it's not to be competing, but it's just because it just gives a little extra vibe to the stream. As we see Ende pulling in with a 217.2 at the moment, but could possibly be going to the 215s. So that's something we could be keeping our eye on, as we have 25 people over here. And good evening, Krizo, welcome. Volume is low. I don't think I think everybody's been pretty happy about the volume. So if we do have low volume, game volume, or sound of the voice, just let me know and I can make some little adjustments here and there. 217, do that in reverse. Yeah, yeah. I've been driving the Lexus on Brands Hatch. I think it was yesterday. I think with my first P4 on the board, ladies and gentlemen, I can say I could do that backwards as well. No, no, no. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're not gonna be bragging. We're not gonna be bragging. But we're gonna be looking around, ladies and gentlemen. We have Tom Leclerc in P2 with the Porsche, of course. He did change up his livery for a third time. He was black and red, then he changed it to something else, and now he is black and gold. We have Fabian with the trusty McLaren with that white, red and green. And then we have currently P4 Mr. Zolo. Whoa, damn. And that's just qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. That's just qualifying. It's not even a race. I do not believe that was Viperbiker. It went all so quick while I was talking to you guys that I totally missed the car that got punted. I don't know what that happened. I don't know what happened there, but very strange incident in the quali. We have LSX Cole in a P5, was P1 in the practice with, I believe, a 217, no, 218.4, so he is still ready to get an improvement. And welcome to the chat, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I see we have 30 viewers. Might be a lot of people on the track. It might be a couple of new people. I just want to welcome everybody, and we're here for a hour race with GT4s and GT3s on Spa. We've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left for the GT3, so everybody can still get one lap in, and then it's time for the GT4s to get out on track and get the laps in for quali. You can go to the website, Mr. Patrick. The website is here on the stream, xboxcommunityleague.com. Go to all events, starter races, and you will find the races you can be signing up to. I can give you a link to the Discord. I can give you a link to the website as well. I'll just do that right here. Starter races XCL. Here you go, my man. Yeah, Mr. Squid, it's so busy. The multi-class races are always very busy, and there's almost always. Normally it would be a 40-man race, and Manbarav was able to put in 4 extra guys. So multi-classes. If you see a multi-class for next Monday, you might as well sign up for it now, because if you're gonna be looking at the day itself, it's gonna be full. I should read the announcements. Yes, the new qualifying rules, or the I think I just as I'm looking in my DM, I just heard Will Friedman say GT3 is pretty slow today. I shouldn't be saying anything, but Will is very confident he can get a quite a good pace on the race and have to avoid GT4s in the first couple of laps, of course. So he is gonna check who's on the grid before quali. But Will Friedman is still not having put in a great time, so he's gonna be. Yes, Saber. They have to be putting in a good time, and if they're behind the GT4s, they will have to start from the pit lane to basically avoid first or second corner incidents with the faster GT3s in the mix with the GT4. So I don't know if everybody's seen it. I did see it. So just to be clear and to follow Saber around or to follow his words, if the GT4s are faster than a couple of GT3s, the GT3s that are slower need to start from the pit lane to avoid incidents in the first couple of corners. So that's just the way it goes. As we're looking around with Mr. Marta. Warm-up lap for the GT4s. One warm-up lap. We're gonna be going into the TV cam, and as soon as Marta is going through the bus stop chicane, we will be heading into that cockpit view and get around Spa with a GT4 McLaren. And that gives me time to have a little refreshment, to shut up a little bit and get a little breather again, because 1 hour of talking is not gonna be nice if you don't have time to breathe or drink. Yes, Patrick, you can join the starter event for Hungaroring. So you can just sign up now. You can sign up a couple of days before if you'd like to, and get some practice in, and get your first race tomorrow. And we'll be going into the cockpit cam, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your ears, it's gonna be loud. Quali lap number 1, GT4s, Marta at Spa. Now going to Stavalo for that long back and straight up to Blanchimont, and then the bus stop chicanes, and that's then a lap done of Spa-Francorchamps today. Of course, not the whole broadcast will be done, ladies and gentlemen, but you do know what I mean. That will be a lap finished on Spa. And it's great to see you guys in the chat helping out Patrick when I'm taking a refreshment or am just talking on the broadcast. So yes, very great to see. As we see Mr. Marta 13 seconds slower. That's a 2 minute 30 flat. 2:30 flat for Marta. We have a 2:31.8 and a 2:32 flat for Matthew. But GT4s normally almost on every track are very competitive, ladies and gentlemen. So the good thing is we're already seeing Marta a second ahead, but I'm guessing, and history has proven that to be right, the GT4s will all be getting closer and closer to each other as these couple of laps start rolling in. It's just a small qualifying though, a very short qualifying, so no major laps to be putting in, and it's a long track. If you're doing 1 lap of Brands Hatch, that's gonna be half your time. So 2 laps of Brands Hatch is 1 lap of Spa. Not exactly, but you do know what I'm hinting at. Spa is a track where you just gotta get those lap times in. But we're gonna be going in the TV cam, ladies and gentlemen, with 2 GT4s, Mr. Sisuk. In the Ginetta, passing a McLaren. The McLaren is, and that's, I try to get myself a button on the button box that I could be putting name tags on and off quickly, but sadly it's not working on console, so we do miss out on a couple of features that other platforms have, basically. But that was Mr. Brewster with Sisuk in the Ginetta. And how are things looking at the front of the GT4s? Just 5 tenths, more the coat in the GT4 Audi. 4 tenths, 5 tenths behind Marta. Then we have Disorderly slotting in exactly 1 second behind Marta. And then the gaps start getting smaller. 2 tenths between a P3 and 4 in the GT4s, and then 2 tenths between. We're just gonna go per position, a couple of tenths backwards, and that's what I always say, great for the stream, great for the broadcast, great for the races. Couple of tenths differences make up for close fighting, and the GT4s on XCL lately, since we started this broadcast 2-3 months ago, have not been disappointing. Have been very excited, especially as we see Brewster coming out of Radion, going completely wide and ramming the wall. That's a hard kiss, ladies and gentlemen. That's not gonna be survivable. And here's Marta with a 2:30 flat still. Wells, awesome prawn, already in the pit lane, usually pretty fast. And here we have Mr. Pamuknai with a 2:32. Manbarav also in the 232s. Great to see, right? 15-1, 15-2, 15-3. And then there's a little bit of a bigger gap, but basically from P3 in the GT4s, we're gonna be going step by step, couple of tenths each position. So could be very, very exciting start. We'll watch this today. Hey Friedman, welcome. Ah, you started doing quali, yeah? We totally missed that. We totally missed that. But where did you start? Where did you start? Let us have a look. Where is Mr. Friedman? P3, P3. Well done, well done. It's not the fastest lap ever, Will, but I'm sure you're gonna be having a great battle, especially with Endem and Respect Poppy seems fastest of today though. But 217, I think you guys can and also Respect Poppy can definitely improve on that during the race. Definitely. As we have Maarten with a 229.8. 229.8 Maarten. That's pretty good. Pretty amazing. P1 for Maarten in the GT4s. P2 for Mr. Mordy Coat. And P3 for Disorderly. So that's the GT4 P3 top 3. That's the top 3. And then we have the top 3 for the GT3s, Mr. Respect Papi. Then we have Endem and P3, of course, Will Friedman in the chat. Will Friedman is gonna. How do we say that in Dutch, ladies and gentlemen? The Dutch people. How do we say that? Two dogs fighting for a bone, and the third walks away with it. Is that the correct translation into English? But it's gonna be a great race, especially the top 3 guys in the GT3s, and then of course the rest is gonna be falling behind a little bit. There were not a lot of big gaps though, so I think even though there's gonna be 2 classes and we do have reasonable close times to all positions. We have a fight on our hands for 1 hour of Spa tonight. 1 hour with 2 classes. I'm very curious, and I'm gonna try and get the camera set up right for Eau Rouge and Radion. Because if those GT3s in the front are gonna be having any trouble, any issues, the GT4s coming up a little bit later will have to be slaloming their way through an already difficult corner combination at speed. How did they say that? A couple of years ago, I think 10, 15, maybe even 20 years ago, you had that Moose test with the Mercedes B class, that it failed, the Moose test, going left, right, left, and that Mercedes B went on its side completely. Mr. Theo,
30 seconds.
me no parler français. Will, please help me.
20 seconds.
Parlez-vous anglais? Merci. Parlez-vous anglais? Merci.
10 seconds.
Crazy action. Well, we're gonna be trying to, Mr. Sunmirus. We're gonna be trying to. We're gonna go into the TV cam as we see Respect Papi in the Mustang driving away for the warm-up lap of Spa. One complete warm-up lap, ladies and gentlemen. We had the last multi-class, I believe, on Kyle. Was it Kyalami or was it the? I think it was just the endurance race or an hour amateur, 45 minutes. I don't remember. We do so many streams that we had a couple of races with just last corner warm-ups, and then it's race on. Respect Papi playing with that Mustang a little bit. Will Friedman change this livery again? This is like a Pokemon that's always evolving, ladies and gentlemen. First he had, of course, the exclusive colors. Then he changed to this livery he has now, I believe. Then he changed to the new livery. And then he changed up the colors of the new livery. And then he changed back to this one. So, yeah. We're gonna be taking a quick look as we're here with Respect Papi. We're gonna be looking at the GT4s also doing their warm-up lap. All just slotting in behind. Reasonable speed in the out lap or warm-up lap, of course. But as soon as the grid gets to that or past the La Source hairpin, I won't say T1 Eau Rouge Radion. We're of course doing, normally your lap starts and ends just after the bus stop, but with the actual race we're gonna do the bus stop chicane, then we're gonna go through the La Source hairpin, and then it's green, green, green. Everybody is expecting carnage though, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is expecting carnage. We're gonna try our best to prepare with all the guys. Respect Papi is doing some Tokyo drift over here in the warm-up lap. Thank you, Stand for Justice. Thank you very much for helping me out with all the questions. You should become a broadcast moderator as well. We're gonna be making your life miserable. You're not only gonna be answering everybody's question in the Discord, but you're also gonna be asking or answering everybody's questions in the stream. We should be doing that. Drift Papi, Respect Papi or Drift Papi? Oh, almost clean, almost clean. We're already gonna go into helicam, everybody. We're gonna be going into the helicam because we're rolling up to La Source hairpin. Everybody is gonna get into position. We're gonna have one last quick look at the GT4s lining up. Go through the La Source hairpin, ready to be starting this race. hopping back to Mr. Respect Papi. We're gonna be following Andem though, because we do want to get ready to be hopping back through the field pretty quickly. So I want to be prepared at like position 15. And we're gonna get green any second now, so get ready for a Spa, 1 hour of multi-class. Oh, couple of people going wide. Pretty clean though, ladies and gentlemen. No major carnage yet. No major carnage yet. We're gonna be going a little bit more to the front again. Whoa, this is gonna be hard. Oi, oi, oi. A lot of damage, and watch out for these cars returning to the track, ladies and gentlemen. With a couple of more guys going off. And how is the GT4s, ladies and gentlemen? The GT4s are pretty much surviving. The carnage is with the GT3s. And the start of the race is going to be pretty hectic with me switching around cameras a lot. But as soon as we had the first 2 laps done, the broadcast is going to be calming down. We just do want to see a lot of stuff. As expected, the 3 guys up front pretty close together, and here we have a train of 4 GT3s. As the split is resetting, we do see a couple of GT3 cars fallen back, the guys that had crashes. Mr. Fixer, Manguela Cervera. Marta making a getaway from Sisu. Great start, because we had, of course, Mr. Awesome Prawn in second, I believe, and Disorderly in third. So Disorderly had a bad start, and Marta has just been very lucky, or very well navigated through the whole chaos. But we're gonna be taking a look at the front with Respect Papi still in P1, and we're gonna be going back in the TV cam with the start of the race done. As soon as the grid splits out a little bit more, we're gonna be having a look at some onboards, people overtaking, people looking left and right. These guys very close, with Will Friedman just a second behind. Will Friedman needs to pick up the pace a little bit if he wants to make this very interesting. Mark Jordan, split set otherwise. We did have a train of 3 over here, but the split needs to be updated ASAP with Nightstalk going back to the pit lane. That's Nightstalk done, ladies and gentlemen. We have these guys, Mr. Cole in the McLaren, Dead Drop in the Mustang, and Threat Racer just behind in another McLaren. 3-man train, GT3s. If that isn't poetic, I don't know what is. With Threat Racer going along the outside of Dead Drop. Very great outbraking maneuver. Oh, Dead Drop! Dead Drop and Saber having an incident. Dead drop, the unluckiest man in that instant. They had a minor touch, but it was just enough to get him spun around, and Saber tried to wait but saw Dead drop was gonna have a good amount of time to recover, so Saber just decided to move on, what is of course understandable. Gonna be hopping to the GT4s, everybody. These guys over here. We have Mr. Sisuk. Then we have Mr. Marvinelli. Sisuk in the purple Ginetta. Marvinelli in the Aston Martin behind with a good amount of speed at the Camel Straight. Passing Sisuk with the Awesome Prawn and Disorderly just behind. Nice four-man train over here. As we see Sisuk defending against Awesome Prawn. Awesome Prawn had a look, but Sisuk decided to say no, Mr. Prawn. '96, Mr. Zolo is in the pit lane. Incident lap 1. Awesome Prawn and Disorderly, ladies and gentlemen. This is exciting. We're just gonna be forgetting about GT3. This is a from now on. This is a GT4 multi-class race. No. We're gonna be going back to the GT3s any minute after the Lasurs happen, but we do want to see these guys do that hairpin just after each other, and then we're gonna be switching back to the GT3 field and see how things are looking at the front with Respect Papi and Andem. They're all going through fine, but they have a fifth car in the train coming towards them, and that's Mr. Caveo, P. Sanchez. And right now we're gonna be going back to the front. Respect Papi, Andem, P1 and 2, driving away from Will Friedman. This gap is still pretty big. I do see one other battle going on. Mr. Cole and Mr. Stopston out. I did see Mr. Threat Racer very close behind Mar Jordan. So if Mar Jordan can keep up or get a grip on Threat Racer trying to overtake, we can get a exciting four-man train. Jordan going wide in Blanchimont, coming up, can keep that door closed if you want to, but he's gonna give it up. Threat Racer just has too much speed and he might be thinking, just let him go. I have another race to race. And here we have Awesome Prawn in front of Marvinelli, and Disorderly and Caveo have passed Mr. Sisuk. So things are switching up behind Mr. Maarten and Matthew in the GT4s. Might be interesting to be keeping an eye on this 5-way battle. All the other gaps are almost non-existent, with 4 tenths over here, but here we have 5 cars. 5 cars in about with Mr. Miki Ziolo falling away, and we see Sisuk hopping into the pit lane. Mr. Sisuk doing his pit stop now, getting out of the way of that battle and trying to go and do an undercut in a little bit more clean air. And here we have Marvinelli with Disorderly passing him, both in the Aston Martin. Very, very close, side by side with Caveo right behind him. And this is gonna be playing into the cards of Mr. Awesome Prawn. Awesome Prawn driving away at the moment because these guys are making each other's lives as hard as possible. And that's Disorderly past Marvinelli, and now Marvinelli's got to be worried about Caveo. Awesome Prawn is just driving away with it. Manbarov and Miki Ziolo. Manbarov the yellow Mercedes and Miki Ziolo is the BMW. Mar Jordan, Mr. Cole, on for a fight. And we do have a nice train over here though. I did want to show you all Mar Jordan and Mr. LSX Cole, but we have 3 trains and we have Endam and Papi. So much going on in the GT3s. We're quickly gonna be going to Mr. Bruce Twars and Fabian and Threat Racer, 2 McLarens, head to head. Fabian is keeping it together. Threat Racer looking around. Oh, Threat Racer trying it up the inside. Bad exit for Fabian. They might be going side by side into Eau Rouge. But Threat Racer isn't risking it. Backing off for Eau Rouge and trying to get that slipstream to get back up to speed. End of Camel Straight, both very close to Bruce. Side by side, pretty decent until now. Oh, Fabian, little bit wide. But Thread Racer is gonna have this corner if he wants to. He does not. Fabian gets the inside for the next corner. These guys, ladies and gentlemen. McLaren versus McLaren. It's number 27 did his drive-through. Number 27 was Stopston out, ladies and gentlemen. Stopston out cleared his drive-through. Fabian and Thread Racer having a real battle, and we see Mar Jordan and Cole coming up behind him. How is things looking with Awesome Prawn, Disorderly and Caveo? What are the gaps? Disorderly still behind Awesome Prawn, and Caveo still in front of Marvinelli. So we do have Manbarov coming up on Marvinelli, but we've got Thread Racer and Fabian giving a show. So we're gonna be sticking here, ladies and gentlemen. We're staying in the TV cam, but we will be watching these guys. But in fact, while I'm thinking about it, cockpit view, Thread Racer up Eau Rouge behind Fabian. Here we go. Let's see if he can get that McLaren a little bit closer. Up, inside, and try and keep it this time. Try and keep it this time and close off. Oh, instability and not gonna happen. Same issue as the last lap. The same position. With Fabian defending like a lion, as somebody else said once. He's gotta be losing out now. Yes, he does. He does. A little bit of oversteer. And that's Thread Racer past Fabian. And you will see Thread Racer now trying to continue on his way to be working his way up to Bruce. And that gives us time to hop to Mar Jordan and LSX Cole. Mar Jordan having a very bad exit, and that's Cole passing Mar Jordan. But we do have a battle over here, or we had a battle. Where did Mr. Roydy go? Roydy is still a little bit behind. Roydy was pretty close behind Viperbiker. And Roydy is now 1.4 behind Viperbiker. So that gives us time to hop onto the hype wagon. That's Disorderly and Caveo. Do want to see Caveo a little bit closer for a little bit more battle. Gt4 splits. We have Mickey, Ziolo and Kipu. And Kipu is already still further behind. Kipu is gonna have a better exit though, because Ziolo had to lift for that GT3. And here we go. Oh! And that's Miki Ziolo just touching Kipu and almost going into the barriers, but keeps it out. Mr. Pro, Viper has always been driving the BMW. It's just that he lately switched to, as we see, Endam going into the pit, going out from behind Respect Puppy. But Viper has always been driving the BMW, but has just lately been switching to the Ferrari. So BMW is his most trusted car. Fabian, who had a battle with Threat Racer, is now being chased down by Cole. Trying to have a look, but not making the move. Very, very wise decision in my opinion, because that could have been ending up in tears. And we're not dealing in tears over here. We're trying to deal in enjoyment, and we're trying to forget about all the tears everybody has. Oh, Cole and Marta, I believe. Cole, it was not Marta. It might have been disorderly, also not disorderly. But Cole had a very, very brown pants moment with that McLaren. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, why I need that command of tags on or off on the button box. But as I said, I tried enabling putting the tags on or off. It's not working. So if they're gonna bring out one last update, it's gonna be I'm gonna be writing in them a Karen email, and I'm gonna be saying I need all buttons to be working on Xbox. So we see Cole making moves, looking around, but Fabian has been defending for the most part of this race. Fabian, in my opinion, or from what we have seen, has never really... Oh, and that's Threat Racer! Spun around! So all the time he made up all the positions with being pretty fast and having a good pace is done. You put all those positions and all that effort into the bin and start all over again. Fabian still ahead of Cole. Fabian, like I was saying, I think he hasn't attacked anybody in this race. But he is doing a lot of defending. And Mark Jordan is closing that gap again with Johnny Sharp in the Ferrari. Just... No, not Johnny Sharp. It's... Was I mistaken? Yes, I was mistaken. We're not gonna be finding that yellow Ferrari, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to look who it was, but here we are. Cole passed Fabian. Made the move, coming out of Eau Rouge, possibly. But here they go. Fabian, oh. And more Jordan has fallen behind a little bit again. See Respect Puppy in the pit lane, and where can we find Mr. Endam? Just through the bus stop. We're gonna be sticking with Endam to see if he's gonna be passing Respect Puppy. Still standing still. Off the jacks. Endam coming out of Lassour's hairpin up to Eau Rouge. Let's see what's gonna be happening. Respect Puppy just going up the hill out of the pit lane. And them, up Eau Rouge, through Radion. And where is Respect Papi? Already gone. Already gone. That's a very, very good stop from Respect Papi. I thought they were gonna be closer, way closer, but very well done. And where is our GT4s? Disorderly and Caveo. Still behind each other. Still behind each other as we see Awesome Prawn with a stop and go. 30 seconds. That's Nightstalk coming through with the Ferrari. That's the good thing about very recognizable liveries. You don't have to look up through the field who is driving what. You can just tell by the livery who is who. Yes, there is a broadcast clock. Did you miss all the notifications? I've I've been I've been at everyone in every hour, so we see Tim Blythe with a drive-through penalty for track limits. And Dead Drop just further behind in 310. So Dead Drop tried something, but he got caught off guard. So we see Caveo just falling behind a little bit, 5 tenths away from Disorderly at the moment. And Marta 16th, and just GT4 cars, ladies and gentlemen, 16 seconds ahead of P2. And there we have Mr. Bruce coming up on more the Coates Audi. GT4 Audi, GT3 Porsche, and he's gonna be passing quickly. And we're not even halfway. We've got 1 minute before we're halfway. Here we have Skipu in the BMW with Pamuknai in the Mercedes just behind, 4 tenths. And how is things looking at the front? And then 2.7 behind Respect Papi. Respect Papi is made the move on setnet. Split's gonna be resetting and he's gonna be in front. Endem is gonna be ahead of setnet, and that's 2.7 for Endem. So Endem is making up time on Respect Papi. That's Will Friedman in the pit, but going out of the pit lane with Endem and Respect Papi passing. So he's gonna be behind, as was expected.
halfway through, keep pushing.
We have Endem. No, yeah, 2.6. He's slowly making up time. But we do have Disorderly and Caveo again, very close. And Caveo seems to be the faster man. Caveo seems to have more speed in that Chevy around here. But Disorderly is keeping that door as closed as he can. Pole time was a 2:17.0 clocked the GT3, and the GT4's was 2:29.8. Raceback Puppy P1 GT3, Marte P1 GT4. And we have this train coming together over here. Miki Giolo, Kipu is back again. And Mr. Pamuknai finishing off that three-man train. And we have Mickey Giolo and Pamuknai ahead of Kipu. I was having a little toilet break for myself. I was hoping these guys would be staying in the train for a little bit. So just as you can see, a 20-second quick toilet break can change things up pretty quickly. As we see that drop, trying to get through these GT4s. 2.4 for Endem. And how is Respect Puppy looking? Pretty comfortable. And here we have Cole again. Cole behind Fabian. Up on the inside. Better exit for Fabian, and there he goes again. The lion of the night. I love track limits. We do too, Tim. We do too. Saw you getting that penalty. As Setnet has a penalty as well. But Fabian on the inside. Lecombe and Malmedy up to the Bruxelles. Bruxelles is this downhill little corner, but yeah, Fabian, in my opinion, if there was a, I mean, we still have 24 minutes to go, but he has been defending so much. If we had a driver of the day, that would have been Fabian, in my opinion. .6 for NDM, 9 seconds for Friedman. The front looks about settled. How is our Gt4 friends? Where did Disorderly go? .15, still needing to do a pit stop, and Caveo obviously did his one. So Disorderly is one of two GT4s that haven't done their pit stops. Of course, Klorte, you can say everything on this stream. You can say everything. We already had Doug Boss saying I look damn sexy tonight, and he isn't banned yet, so you can say anything. Zolo, Mickey Ziolo, you gotta have to, yeah, it sucks if it keeps disconnecting, but if you have to leave the race, Zolo, or Zolo, 27, right? Car number 27, if I was correct. I have reached my goal. What did I reach? We need a 500. Yes, it's getting up automatically. It's going up automatically. Every time we have 10 more followers, it's going up automatically. So I do not change anything about that. It's just going up step by step. We're counting our way to a higher number. Thank you, Swine. Thank you. 5,000 members, 500 followers. So yeah, we could be doing something, but not everybody is looking at the broadcast. Maybe you know how it goes, Clorton. Maybe even though we're doing all those at everyone's and we're doing all these recaps and all these streams, some people might be going into the Discord. Do we have a broadcast? Question mark. No, Clorton, we're not. We're not. I'm gonna have to. When I'm back from work, I'm gonna have to pull you apart from XCL. I'm gonna have to pull you apart from your job. I'm gonna have to pull you apart from your family. I'm gonna have to have you all for my own for just an afternoon, Clorte, and we're gonna fix all these issues. So you're gonna be mine. You're gonna be mine for just an afternoon, Clorte. Can you survive that? have Mensa Crode in the McLaren, chasing Kipu. Then we have behind Mr. Mensa Crode, we have Mickey Ziolo, Brewster and Pamuknai, all very close together. So we're gonna be staying on board with Mickey Ziolo right in the middle of this about to be, let me count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 man train. So we've got 6 guys over here trying. This is a 4-man train, the 2 other guys just went ahead, but we've got 4 guys, GT4s, the most exciting thing on the broadcast at the moment. With Endam falling behind, respect Papi, Endam probably taking P2 as a win today, and Will Friedman gonna be P3, but Will Friedman is, what I believe, catching up a little bit to Endam, if I am not mistaken. But we have, of course, Mickey Ziolo, still the first guy of that 4-man train. Then we have Mr. Pamuknai in the Mercedes, switched positions with Brewster, and Damika falling behind a little bit with Sisuk passing Damika and going up to the chase to Brewster. That's Mickey Ziolo having that issue. Oh, that was a touch. That was a touch. Mandarov is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 position GT4s. Yes, he is. And we have these 2 guys. Matthew in the Mercedes and Caveo just behind. Both going wide a little bit. And that's Caveo passing before the bus stop. Man bear mode. We had enough of the GT4s, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Cole, we've got Johnny Sharp, and Tread Fraser. And we're gonna be going on board with Johnny Sharp in the middle of the sandwich, so we can keep looking at all what's happening. Bunga Bunga or Banga Banga? What do you mean, Clark? Do you mean that Berlusconi playlist? So it's not the XCL broadcast, it's the Banga Banga broadcast. But I think I'm gonna have a different view if we're gonna be broadcasting that. Yeah, he was drifting the whole warm-up lap. He is pretty crazy. As we see the split times, Cole still ahead, and then it's Johnny Sharp and Thread Racer being in front. We have Caveo and Matthew still close behind. We've got Manser, Crowder and Kipu. And then it's Brewster and Pomegranate. No major battles going on. We have El Criso and Dante Shiva for P somewhere. If we have 20 drivers, 18 drivers still per thing, about P16 for GT4s. Don't be googling the stuff we say on the stream, Simstick. Don't Google stuff. It's like when I'm announcing the races, I say we've got 45 minutes. We've got 45 minutes of amateur action in the German hills. Don't Google that stuff. Don't do it. If you want to really have it, just Google Berlusconi Banga Banga. B-A-N-G-A. Simstick B-A-N-G-A. Berlusconi. You might want to get a VPN before you Google that. No major battles going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's been pretty quiet. We've got Mr. Turbo, L. Geisler, and Matthew battling, and that's it. With Matthew hanging on around the outside, but very difficult in my opinion. You're gonna be going wide. Battle of the AMGs, it is. And if we're looking at the split times, we don't have anything major going on. We did have a couple of trains existing, but all the trains have gone, and this is basically the closest thing we got to a battle. We're gonna be going on board with Mr. Turbo. That's it. Passing Mr. Matthew. On board with Matthew chasing Turbo. is gonna be passing or trying to pass. Here we go. A move. Are they Dutch? No, Geisler is I think German, Swiss, Austrian. And that's Matthew trying to hang on. Geisler. Gonna go on board again, ladies and gentlemen. Too much excitement. We're not going on board. We're gonna stay in TV cam. What's gonna happen here? No room, no room. Oh! And that's not leaving the space, ladies and gentlemen. Not leaving the space, as a certain driver once said. Bruce Twars and Fabian, here we go. One battle ends and we're up for another battle. Here we go. If we want to have an onboard, we're gonna be doing it with Fabian. The guy that's been defending the whole race is gonna be attacking Mr. Bruce. Oh, Bruce! Gt4s! If I'm not mistaken, that's Sisuk ahead. That's Sisuk ahead. And who is the McLaren? That's Mansur Croder, possibly. Yes, it is. Sisuk and Mansur Croder. Fabian and Bruce. Bruce going very, very wide. Very, very late braking and totally missing the apex. Going wide again and Sisuk and Mansur Croder passing Bruce again with Cole or Mar Jordan Cole coming up close, and we have Johnny Sharp just a little bit behind, but Cole is ahead of Bruce. And Cole will be trying to fight his way to Fabian in the last couple of laps. Cole had more pace than Fabian. And if Bruce isn't careful, he needs to be looking backwards to Johnny Sharp and Mar Jordan. Houtskool? We need Steenkool or Houtskool? But here we have Sisu. And Mansur Croder just behind. But Mansur Croder possibly had a little bit too much problems this lap to be getting closer to Sisuk again. Olsla. Just put all the puns in here. Just put all the puns in here. And Tom Leclerc, almost invisible this whole race. Almost invisible, but on P4. Oh man, chat's going wild today. We have Mr. Pamuknai, and that was Hustweb behind him. No more battles. No more battles, ladies and gentlemen. With 3 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go. But we do see slowly Will Friedman catching up to Ende. But with 5-second lead and Respect Papi being in first place, it could just be Respect Papi just slowing down the pace a little bit to be safe for the rest of this race and just taking out the pace a little bit to let these guys come closer and finish your race in P1. Number 1 GT3s, ladies and gentlemen, Respect Papi. Glorter, you gotta watch the chat, man. You gotta watch the chat. I was gonna say there's no drinking allowed on this broadcast, but if I said so, I'd be lying. So I can't say that. But just watch the chat, Clark, or you will get moderated. You will get moderated. As we have Tim Blyce and Mr. Fixer coming closer and closer together. Closest thing that we have on track. Manbarov and Marvinelli though. No, nothing happening. Split reset it. No things happening. We do have Mr. Pamuknai behind Turbo, but Pamuknai having a drive-through, that is not important. Bruce Twarz, Johnny Sharp, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Sharp, one of the stewards. So if we're gonna be seeing any clean racing, it should be a steward, right? So let's go. Is this then gonna be Bruce Dwars? Klorte, is this Bruce Dwars and not Bruce Twarz? Five tens, ladies and gentlemen, and then we have these two guys, 3 tens, 4 tens. We got two battles in the GT3s, and the GT4s are done playing for today. We've got 6 tens, Mensa Kroder and Kipu, but the race is almost over. They will possibly be driving another lap though. They will drive another lap. Johnny Sharp losing out on Bruce Twarz. And we've got Tim Blyce behind Fixer. So Fixer has passed Tim Blyce, both going wide. Tim Blyce very close to the tire wall. and we've got last lap battle, ladies and gentlemen. Sisu on the hunt for, but it's already on the hunt, we say, but he's already passing because Matthew made a mistake coming out of Radion.
The leader has finished the race.
Johnny Sharp, 4.5 tenths, almost into the backside of Bruce. This could get exciting. Last corner move, Johnny Sharp, let's go. Ready to be switching back to Sisuk, ladies and gentlemen. 1/10 of a difference. We're gonna be looking at Bruce Wars and Johnny Sharp. Oi. Bruce Wars be finishing ahead. Yes, Tim, you almost binned it last lap going into the tire wall, but you made it. You made it in the Lambo. And here we have Dead Drop coming into the mix with the Gt4s fighting for position. Oh, Dead Drop going over that curb, sliding off hard into the tire wall just past bus stop chicane. And Sisu just finishing ahead of Mr. Baxter. And that's almost all the guys finished. Thank you, Stick. Have a good morning over there, and we will see you the next time. Thank you for joining. And Maarten, very well done, man. Solid race, start to finish. Very solid. And we did see a couple of incidents, but we have Respect Papi, Endam and Will Friedman, the top 3 guys of the GT3s. And then we have Mr. Maarten, Caveo. I think a couple of guys already left. We were missing out, but we will see it in the results, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to thank you all for joining today's surprise broadcast. I wasn't prepared, you guys were not prepared. We were all not prepared, but yeah, Jules, you too, everybody, just everybody who's watched, everybody who's been in the chat, thank you. Massive result. What on the broadcast side today. I hope you're gonna give us a second chance when I'm back home to be a little bit more prepared. But yeah. Thank you all. I'm gonna be starting the little outro that we have. I'm gonna be trying to make that music working, because we never know if it works. It's just a random kind of thing. But yeah. Thank you all, and have a great morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. So